consistency will beat talent each and every time. Now, why do I say that? If you're consistent, you can hit any goal because nobody can break your consistent patterns, your routines, and stuff that you're going to try to aim for. Whereas talent, if your motivation's gone, you're not going to really use that talent. You're not going to have that drive to do it. Just because you have the talent doesn't mean you're going to be good at it, right? Dude, in order to be good at anything, you just have to be consistent. Consistently better each and every day. And how do you do that? Journal, write it down, or actually, keep tabs on it. And that's one thing I can take away from my bodybuilding thing. I noted progressive overload. Like I noted what I needed to do better on, how I got better on it, and like the lifts, like did I go up in reps? Did I go up in weight? Same thing with, Amazon FBA when I started that. Learn from it. Like, how do you find a good product? Is this a good product? What are the parameters? Like, and then get better at it. Restart the search. Restart your gym reps and see if you can replicate it again, right? Like, go in tomorrow, see if you can do those reps again, see if you can do better at it, improve on it. Improving is doing that each and every day without expecting anything. When you expect things, you're more tended to give up or your motivation's gone once you don't get what you're expected to get, right? But if you do it without any expectations, you will succeed without fail, man. Because you're expecting nothing. Like, prepare for the worst, hope for the best, right? Like, there's nothing that comes from there's nothing that comes from not doing anything, right? Like, if you do nothing, then nothing will come. But if you change and try something for yourself, then that's when you start to succeed. If I didn't try or do any of this, I wouldn't end up in the house that I have now or the car that I'm sitting on top of, right? It comes to a point of you either follow your dreams or you'll work for someone else's dreams, right? And that will go far. Like, that will dig deep. Like, eventually you will realize or want to do better. And everybody's goals and aspirations is solely theirs. I mean, each and every one of us can support each other in our endeavors, but ultimately it's up to each individual person to go actually achieve their goals, go actually out there and do great things. Any great invention just came from them saying, fuck it, and doing it. Like, fuck around and find out is literally what it comes down to. And if you never try for yourself, I don't think you can grow as a person or try to learn from it. Anything in life. This applies to anything in life. Like, if you've never been in a relationship, how will you know how to actually treat a partner? How will you know how to actually, cater to their major needs? Same thing as never going to the gym. How do you know what a proper diet is? How do you know what a proper workout is? Business. You don't know the first thing about it. But if you don't start, how will you know how to actually run it? See if you need employees, see if it's online or physical, filing your taxes, stuff like that, right? It's like driving. If you never want to drive or learn how to drive, then how will you be able to get anywhere without actually calling Uber or someone else, right? You're dependent on somebody else rather than yourself. That's the thing. Experience is what you learn from each and one of those examples. You just have to do. In order to become the person that you aspire and want to be, you have to do. The experiences and tribulations that you go through and learn, it will make you a better person. You'll actually be better than you were before. Right now, if I were to restart all of this, I would have a general idea. Because, if you strip the financials, strip the monetization, strip all that stuff, right? I have the knowledge set. You can easily rinse and repeat. And this applies to anything. This applies to making your first 1,000, making your first 10K, making your first 100K, getting your first house, getting your first supercar. If you're able to do it once, you're able to replicate it again. And you will fear it. Like, there will be doubts, there will be fear, and I think that's completely normal. And you have to feel discomfort. Because if you always feel comfort and you always have like a giant bubble, a soft foam bubble around you, how will you learn, right? And I think that's where people take it for granted, you know? Things like if you lived with your parents all your life and then you think it's as easy as moving out and, you know, thinking you don't have bills to pay, furniture to do, or like, you know, just because these people take roids, you think it's as easy as taking it and getting buffed too. Like, or starting a business just because this person had money doesn't mean like you pull out a loan and try to do it yourself, right? I think the thing there is you have to learn in each instance, like be grateful for the little things, like the advantages that we have, be grateful for it. Don't take them for granted. Like, I never was kicked out, so I never really felt that, honestly, and I took full advantage of it. I didn't feel the sense of urgency for privacy with my partner or anything like that, or moving out for independency, right? I'd rather stack up and be able to pay them both back at a better time. Save up and actually do something with that at a better time, instead of, think of it like acting on emotion or impulse at the time because of what others say, like, oh, you're still living with your parents, you're still this and that. As long as you're working towards a goal and you're actually doing something with that opportunity and that, you know, blessing, then kudos, you're doing perfect. You don't have to feel pressure to move out and do all that stuff. Because imagine you made the wrong decision, you move out, your bond isn't as close with your parents anymore, or you're not with that person, or your roommates, or just arguments and stuff like that. Like, you really have to think about your options and your blessings that you have. And once you finally realize that, take advantage of it, bro. Like, life is unfair, yes, but that's the thing. Life is unfair. The things that you have an advantage on, use it. If you have connections, make those connections. Reach out, connect to them. You have a place to live, keep living there until you need to do, right? You know a person that can help you start a business. You know a person that can get you in better shape. Connect. Your network is your net worth. The more people that you know ultimately will be your successor in life, right? People always say like, oh, you know, you can do it solo. Yes, you can do it solo. You can get there. But when you do it with people, you get there so much faster and so much more efficiently. And that's the thing. You have to find the environment that fits for you. And if the environment isn't fitting for you right now, these people in your life just aren't on the path that you are, or they really like don't see the vision as you do, start seeking other people that see that same vision. Your dreams should scare you. You should want to keep striving for better for yourself. And I hope you do. I hope you do, fam. I hope you achieve everything that you want in life. And yeah, goes to show anything is possible if you try and go for it. Because you'll never know if you never try.